Hey, Paul here, the Search Spartan. So is content king? Or is it just another one of the billions of SEO myths that are out there? Well, I hope that this video can explain necessary considerations of content and, because content is king if you're doing content marketing. Content obviously is also important for SEO, but it is nowhere near what a lot of people have said it is. So I want to show you some necessary considerations for doing content. Okay. So what are first of all, what we got to do is look at what are your goals? What are you trying to offer to your customers? And what do you want their experience to be? If you're completely doing, information, well, yeah, you got to have lots of content, right? Now, is that going to make is that the ranking secret? No, absolutely not. No. Content is not king in terms of ranking. But there is something that we need to be aware of when it comes to ranking a little bit easier and a little bit faster, and that is some of your competition. Okay, so what do you need to do? First of all, if you've got a let's say that you're wanting to open up a microblading salon in Los Angeles. So you do microblading Los Angeles to get an idea of who is ranking. And basically what we want to do here is copy the success. Okay, so ignore Yelp, right? All right, and so what we want to do, let's just go click on Microblading LA, and let's go to their website real quick. A real easy way to understand what you need to do is look at your competitors, okay? See how much, let's just do Control A, and let's just roll this back over to my favorite program, Scrivener, and just copy and paste that and just kind of see what happens here. So we've got 793 words. Now we had about 40 or 50 before that. Yeah, we got some big old pictures and all that stuff, so we can just kind of delete some of that. But this would give you a good idea. Okay, well, this is how much content I need to have on my homepage. You look at the people who are ranking, you figure out how much content they have, and you know what? You can do a little bit more. And the reason why, now before August of 2018, it wasn't as important. It was more for just a customer experience, right? Now it's starting to get a little bit more important. Please don't mistake me in saying that content is king and that it's going to make you rank. Not saying that at all. This is just a small piece of the puzzle that comes up so often that I thought I would make a video about it. I mean, I've been in the internet marketing world since 2013. I've helped lots and lots of businesses. I've done just tons and tons of analyses and ranked lots and lots of websites. And so this is a question that I see all the time. And when people are looking up their own SEO, this is something that always comes up is, well, I've got to do content. And whenever I talk with people, and yeah, I know I need to start, doing more content. I need to start writing out more blog posts and this and that. Sometimes, yeah, you do. But a lot of times it goes back to what your goals are. I mean, if you're a plumber, most of the time people aren't going to be spending that much time on your website. They're looking for a plumber. They want to make sure, of course, that you know what you're doing, that you're not some hack, right? But that you're an actual plumber. More often than not, they'll just call who's in the maps, and not even really look at the website. So in terms of ranking, it's not that it is not important. Now, what I like to err on the side of caution with is if your competitors are doing it, well, there's probably a good reason from a search engine standpoint for you doing it also. Okay. So we do that. We look at the home page, see how much content is on there, and then we add it as well. And it doesn't hurt to get a little bit more. If it's around the same amount, great. Now we can look and see how many pages are indexed in Google. This one has 156. Now, if you're curious about what this is, this tool, it is a free tool that you can get. Let me show you. It's this one right here. And it is, oh, now I'm drawing a blank of what it's called. Darn it. SEO Quake. There we go. Sorry about that. SEO Quake, it's a free extension, and it has some pretty good data that can help you out. Now, this doesn't mean that it's always going to be that's 100% accurate. Okay, sometimes it pulls in like some pictures and stuff like that, but a lot of times it can give you a really good idea as to how many pages you need to have. So if we go back over here and just go back. Oops. I'm doing this real time because I want you to know I'm real, Okay, so like still on the first page, 39. Now Facebook, don't worry about that. 83, 193. So what I've done, and this has been very helpful in the past, if you've got a brand new site, if you've got a really old site, it doesn't matter as much. This is for newer sites. It helps a lot, or it can help a lot. Like I said, it's not even close to the #1 ranking factor. But getting the average of these ranking sites and just getting right the average out, that can really help. It really can. I've got a lot of data to help back that up. And because really where Google is going is they want to have a good experience for their customers. Okay. The better experience that you and I have using Google on a website, the more preference they're going to give to that website. Now, part of how they're tracking this is, of course, the number of pages. Because you got to think about how a computer can track things, right? So if you have lots and lots of pages up, it probably means that you're going to give them a better experience, give your customers a better experience. And by customers, I'm meaning just the people who are visiting your site. And then also, if you've got some good stuff on there, it can help with you actually staying on, or your customers staying on your site a little bit longer, which can help. Okay. Again, content in terms of SEO, it's not the make or break factor. I want that to be very, very clear. But it can help a little bit, and the reasons why are a little bit, not as direct. It's more for some of those other things that I mentioned. But like I said, also, it's good to err on the side of caution. Or not even really erring on the side of caution. I'm meaning more like you take what's working and duplicate it, right? And so if your competitors are having lots and lots of stuff up on there, for something like microblading, people are going to be on that site. They want to look and see what you've done. They're going to go check out your Instagram, and your Facebook pages and see all of the pictures that you've done, the before and after results. And so, yeah, it would make sense to have a lot, So if you have only just a couple of pages, and all of your competitors have a couple of hundred, well, that's going to send a signal that something's a little bit fishy. It doesn't mean that you're not going to ever rank. Please don't understand or misunderstand. It just means that it might be, you might have to get a few more links, or it might just mean, people might not be clicking on your site and staying on there. And so maybe then you won't be showing up as well as you could be by just getting up some more stuff so that people will actually stay on your site a little bit longer. I hope that makes sense. If you need any help with understanding where you're at, where you need to be, reach out. We're happy to help and happy to help explain things. So, I hope you have a great day. Thanks.